Tonight is a celebration of a lot of different things. It's a celebration of hopefully a new business model, nonprofit businesses coming together with for-profit businesses. Not only are we helping to provide funding via fair trade premiums to the tea, but we're also very excited to be able to support that work through the Roots and Shoots program to really teach children about how critical it is to take care of the earth. I can't imagine anyone else on the planet who embodies that thought more than our guest of honor this evening. It's a real pleasure for me to be able to introduce to you Dr. Jane Goodall.
So here you have the sound that you would hear if you came to Gombe with me, climbed the mountains, and perhaps you hear a chimpanzee greeting the other chimpanzees, or just greeting the day, announcing him or herself. Hello. When people ask, Jane, why are you dealing with children rather than chimpanzees? But we're still studying the chimpanzees. We have a wonderful team. We've now given them a slightly more assured future. But there'd be absolutely no point in our team working to save chimpanzees and rainforests if new generations aren't growing up to be better stewards than we've been.
In 6th grade, I came across my passion. And ever since I was a little girl, Jane Goodall has always been my hero. We raised awareness about orangutans and the rainforest. And since then, we've raised over $4,000 for orangutan conservation and educated hundreds of people.
As I'm traveling around talking about everything that we've done to harm poor old planet Earth, meeting so many young people who seem to have lost hope. And they all said more or less the same thing. We feel this way because we feel you've compromised our future and there's nothing we can do about it. That's what led to our Roots and Shoots program. And that's the area where Rishi Tea is really keen to cooperate with us and we with them.
The project that we're working with for this chai product is actually in a wild-grown forest. Daye, Camellia sinensis var. Assamica, is the varietal of tea plant that these ancient tea trees are. This varietal is quite good for black tea. And what we've found is it creates a really nice, rich, malty, full-bodied tea base, which is perfectly suited for the spices and the cream and the sugar that we put into our Masala Chai Concentrate.
Roots and Shoots began with 12 high school students in Tanzania. And it's now in 120 countries around the world. When it began from a little seed. And little tiny roots came out and a little tiny shoot. And you could have picked it up with your thumb and forefinger and it would have seemed so weak and small. But there is such a life force, magic really, in that tiny seed that those little roots to reach the water can work through boulders and eventually push them aside. And that little shoot to reach the sunlight can work its way through crevices in a brick wall and eventually knock it down.
I basically started off in a local Roots and Shoots group called Ray of Hope Center of the Arts in Chicago. Usually in the south side of Chicago, we have a rapid rate of teenage deaths, and it's peer violence. So what we do is we try to halt and stop the violence in our community.
Hundreds and thousands of young people around the planet can break through and make this a better world for all living things. The main message: every individual makes a difference every day, and we have a choice. What sort of impact are we going to make?
I'm at a point in my life when I'm trying to find my calling, and to have the opportunity to see her live and hear her talk. It's so inspirational, as especially a young woman, to think about everything that she was up against and what she's achieved. It means so much to me, and I think that it'll stick with me forever.
Will we choose to buy responsibly produced products such as the Rishi Tea, or won't we care?
We helped establish one of the first fair trade tea gardens in all of China. Due to the success of this project, we're proud to announce that we've started 2 new fair trade projects since this time that have been flourishing.
Will it cost us a little bit of extra money in some cases to buy organically grown food? Maybe. If we spend a little bit more money, don't you think that perhaps we will appreciate a little more? This is what the young people are going to understand. and that this life isn't just about money. Yes, we need money to live, but why kill yourself trying to get more and more?